All right, we're rolling. This one's a hot topic today. Hot topic today.
Salud, brother.
Salud. All right, so, man, this one. Where do we begin? Pan Organizer. You know the name. You know, everybody knows the name. Pan the Organizer. Love him, hate him.
My man's got the biggest reach on YouTube for the detailing game.
Pretty much.
I would say.
And like when you're looking at detail, DIY, you know, like I started following Pan. He's an audiophile. Well, people, obviously, a lot of people, however many, you know, but before he had like his channel, he had a lot of testing of different types of stuff. He kind of like, in his story, he kind of talks about how he got into the detailing stuff. What's weird is we got a lot of things in common with Pan.
Word?
Yes, he's a big hip hop head. What? He's a big hip hop head. Yeah. What? Yes. Pan's down with like the woo.
What?
Yes. He was talking about he went to the 50 Cent tour, the one that just passed.
I'm jealous.
Yes.
Man,
and don't sleep on Pan's shoe game.
Oh, you better.
Pan got a shoe game. Like he's a serious shoe game. Like Pan like has shit, and Pan even better. He talks about when he was like in high school, like younger, high school years at 20. He said he had like a lower Honda with the slap in the trunk.
Oh, he has a Fast and the Furious joint when it was hot.
like he was that, like that was his thing. Like he was, he's Canadian, so that they move a little different over there, but there's some fly cats in Canada. There's some smooth cats over there that were a part of that scene. Like one of my boys was a producer in Canada, and there was this is way pre Drake, but they had some dudes on the real hip hop scene that were fresh, that were Canadian, and on the underground scene. So, but Pan's like from that era.
Cool.
So
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So, but anyway, Pan. I followed him because I'm a big fan of, hi-fi stereos, audiophile. I collect vinyl, if you guys don't know. I'm just into hi-fi audio. So I kind of started seeing Pan like that. And then when I started detailing, I'm like, damn, this guy got hella videos on car shit too. Like, what does this guy know about car stuff? I only knew him from the other stuff. Pan just, he just did his thing, did reviews, and, you guys go watch his channel if you're interested in that stuff. But he got real big, right? Yeah. And then people will say, and then whatever, what always happens when you get big? What fucking happens? The motherfucking haters come out from the left and out the woodworks.
Well, that's when you know you're doing it big.
Yeah. So they come out the woodworks, whatever, this, that, blah, 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 with their opinions. Opinions are tough on YouTube, period. Social media, period. So when you mix that with a very passionate group of people, like certain detailers, like that hold that word sacred, or that do a certain process, so like there's so many different levels and so many different types of detailing, and we're probably one of the first detailers on YouTube to openly say, yo, that's not we do this type of stuff. We give it up for the ones doing this, but we don't care. We really don't give a damn about that whole other part, whether that be like we're really not too concerned what the DIYers do. We just need to see and find and learn from people that are doing it close to us, so we can continue to do what we do. Like we're not into like really dogging one side or the other. We're like, yo, we're more.
If the shoe fits, baby.
Yeah, we're more get that money however you got to get it.
I'll tell you what, you won't catch me polishing a car for 20 hours.
Yeah, see, that's just not our style.
Some dudes like that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
And there's nothing, that's what they choose to do, and that's how they want to make.
Some cats like to detail for 8 hours straight.
And some cats just do car washes.
You won't catch me doing that.
So whatever it is in the detailing game, you're in the detailing game. If we see you do something clever or something innovative, that's what we want to see. Like for us, and that gets us excited. So it's like, yo, I don't like what this dude's doing, but he's doing it nice.
What was my man doing? The McMillan or something? He got the glove.
Oh yeah,
they come right back. Something so simple, right? Like, duh, how do we think of that?
Yeah, but like that was one of the things that like gravitated us towards Gian. because he was doing something different. Like, okay, my man figured out a little niche.
Yeah.
Slipped in there real smooth. So that's the stuff that's exciting to us. But Pan has, like Pan's videos they're informative. But then people started calling him out. Oh, he's, and this was, when people started, being able to make money on YouTube. And we all know there's affiliate links, there's deals. That's nothing new. That's nothing new at all.
You only say that because you're getting paid. All that stuff.
Like they say it to us, and we're not getting paid for nothing. Nobody's out here paying us for stuff. If you're thinking about it, we're here. It's one of those things where if you're building a channel and you have integrity and you're trying to do something for the long run, you're gonna try to stay as true to yourself as possible. Because the public's gonna know when you're not being yourself. We support some things that are controversial to other people, and then we also support things that are controversial to the other side. It's almost like, but we remain neutral always. What were you gonna say?
I forgot.
Can you make dollars? Yeah. Do you get paid to say certain things? I don't know. I don't like that. That becomes now the trust of the viewer.
Well, let's talk about what Pan. What we're talking about Pan. Pan came out with his new line, right? His new chemical line.
Yeah.
Was it clean? And it looks clean.
Yeah. So let's talk about it. I haven't tried the products. If we're gonna try it, I don't know. And I feel like Pan is kind of like Larry Casilla from Ammo, where dudes are just like, oh, I can't stand him. I can't stand him. He's a so and so. Like for some reason they don't like him, whether it's his technique, whatever. Some people call these people phone. Whatever. I don't understand, whatever. I don't know why, but
I tell you what, when man got a million subscribers, he's getting money.
He's doing something right.
I can
yes.
I can learn.
And obviously, if they're at that level doing that, somebody likes them. and at that point,
1.something million people.
Trust me, when I'm at a point where I'm doing things that I want to do 100% of the time, like to whatever level I want. We're doing things 100% of the time that we want to do only, but at a certain level. But you hit levels.
Yeah.
And when you get to a certain level, you think I'm going to care what anybody says. Like, I don't care what anybody says now. Do you think I'm going to care at all what anybody says then? Hell no.
You ain't seen nothing yet.
yeah. Like, there will be, what is it?
No.
There
will be signs.
There will be signs. There will be signs. Now it becomes a talk with us about where are your opinions and why are they coming out so strongly? First of all, he let you know he was coming out with the line for a long time, so this is no big surprise.
Yeah, he said when he hits 1 million, he's coming out.
Yeah, my man did it. Mm-hmm. So that was his, that was something he wanted to do. It could have been a personal goal. It could have been something he was like, this is my way of getting back. I don't know. But whatever it was, he told you he was going to do it, and he did it. And now people are up in arms. Oh, I can't believe. And then my man, like, first of all, let's talk about clean as a whole. The marketing, everything. Obviously, his marketing, he don't have to do much. He's just like, I'm Pan. That's already 1 million people checking it out. And then you got everybody with their opinions. So he already knew marketing budget, 0, taken care of. Business launch, things he didn't have to think about. If you're at that point and you have that much exposure, you're stupid not to start a line.
Word.
You're stupid not to start a line. Let us hit 1 million. Or you can have some detailed stuff. All you influencers are getting it. All of you. I would question Pan if he didn't make a move to try to make more money having 1 million subscribers. That's when I'd be like, that's when I'll be talking about Pan. But as for now, Pan's getting his money. Is he making some crazy claims? He is. He's saying my stuff's the best. And he put out his top stuff. And this was another one that had the street talking.
They was shook, boy. They let loose on my man.
I guess they.
Man.
I don't know. I wish
they shooting.
I could have went through and taken a look to see like what people's opinions were or whatever like on that video. But apparently it was taken down. It was a best of, and Pan chose his, and I thought I saw it and I watched it for a short amount of time, and I want to say he didn't just talk about his stuff, but he kind of plugged his stuff in here and there. Like, it's the post-launch of your product. You're gonna talk about your product. Like, you'd be dumb not to. And if he felt it was the best, then he felt it was the best. It's his channel. He could do whatever he wants.
Why wouldn't he?
Yes.
What is he gonna do? Say, hey, my shit sucks.
Yeah. Or mine is the third best. I got the third best. Come on. Like, my man would have got cooked on either sides if he didn't put his stuff in there. What would these cats be saying?
Right. Oh, then your stuff is weak. It's not. You don't even have
it on the list.
Yeah,
you're not even on here. But then he puts it on there. You know, if he made something, you're gonna have a certain level of belief in that. You believe in it. Maybe other people don't, but you believe in it. And he says it's the best in his heart. If he feels like it's the best, then it's the best to him. Like, it's always gonna be situational, subjective, and if you have strong opinions about somebody in a good way or a bad way, they're immediately going to go that way when you don't agree or you do agree with something.
I think what the streets was probably upset about is that claim has been made before as stuff being the best. So if that's the best, how can this be the best?
Like, where does your credibility lie now?
Yeah.
That's always going to be the question for the viewer to make that choice. Do you trust him? Did he give you trust in things in the past?
Right.
Now you're going to have to go off of reference. Now you're going to go off of, okay, I know his integrity. I know his intent.
He's been right more than wrong.
Yeah, and you can't get mad at people for making money along the way of their growth. Like, that's just it's
business.
Yes.
Business.
It's business. And no matter how business is conducted and done, like, he doesn't need to consult with anybody about his release date, about his claims on his own product and his testimonials, his personal belief in the product, who he's doing business with. Again, we don't know anything about this. I don't follow him enough to know, if he did something along the way where people will be like, okay, well, Pan's a liar now. He's saying if he's testing all the stuff, maybe he has some inside knowledge on what really works and what doesn't.
What I could say based on watching him, his stuff ain't trash.
It looks. Let's break this down. It already looks better than most of the stuff out there. Like, visually, it looks better than most of it. So let's just, if you're debating credibility and all that stuff, because I'll tell you what, he already beat out Magshine for sure. Magshine had all you guys fooled. That's a straight bootleg. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they're this close to counterfeit infringement. They're you know what I mean? Like, they're just, you want to talk about knockoff? Like, that's just straight up knockoff. Had all you fools thinking it was like this real, like, no, they don't care about detailing. They're just, everything is just copied. You got that beat. He has a simple little lineup. The packaging looks better than most people. Like, he's winning on that end. His marketing is better. You guys, people are talking about it, doing something right on that end.
Whoa. No such thing as bad publicity.
Yeah,
you knocked that out the park.
Yeah. So I don't understand why people are so upset. We have not seen this before. We've seen it to guys with a lot smaller YouTube channels. In kind of, for instance, Nick and Ivan at DIY, same thing. You got people that love him, people that hate him. But that's a progression.
A lot of that too is you got to look about who are they marketing to. You think they're marketing to the professional detailer? Nah, they're
So
and the masses, they're marketing to the DIYer like that. There's more of them than detailers.
So the people with the strongest opinions, who are all the detailers,
yeah,
are the people that really, when it comes to the bottom line of the business, they're the ones that actually they mean the least.
Right.
So, and if his line is primarily DIY, if his audience is primarily DIY, he's targeting his audience. He's not targeting you. If he says it's the best, it might be the best in his opinion because it's the easiest to install and it has good results. It doesn't have to be great.
Bam.
But if that's in alignment with the DIYer and he could kill that category, then then it's a wrap. Like what's there to argue about?
The same thing goes, I think, for DIY. A lot of DIY itself.
Yeah.
The company gets a lot of hate from I would say professional detailers.
Yeah.
Saying, but again, yeah, he gets tips for detailers.
Yeah.
But like it's called DIY.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, like what do you think? What do you think?
This is for cats in the garage trying to do something real quick.
Yeah, of course, you know what I mean? Of course there's other stuff on there that's stronger, that's far more effective, but it's also more caustic.
Yeah.
More more hazardous to handle. It's yes, it may be more effective, but it's also can get you there's a bigger liability and risk involved with that too. So if that's not being marketed if we look at the industry, car care as a whole, professional detailers take up such a small percentage of that big pie. The rest of it is DIY.
Yes.
So why are you going to try to market to a professional when the DIY is actually the
Right.
consumer you want to hit?
Right.
That's the demographic you want to hit.
Go to Walmart. Walmart, the whole side is all.
Oh yeah.
I haven't been to Walmart in a long time, but I see videos.
Yeah, and there's a lot more pros that have to resort to the consumer type of stuff than there is on the other end.
Right.
You don't see
Right.
a lot of consumers using acid.
Right.
You don't see a lot of consumers buying DA polishers. They are, but they're not. Most DIYers are not gonna go out and buy some crazy advanced polish. They're just gonna get the little stuff they got over here. The mothers. Let me wipe. Let me get my.
Another one that's right up there too, or probably started off, chemical guys. Chemical guys, I don't think was for the professional detailer.
It never is. So it's
that-
like you're talking about some shit that you ain't even supposed to be using. Like you're stupid for trying to use that for that application. So yeah, we've seen it before. We've seen it with Apex. Shout out to Apex Detailed. He got his line. DIY. Nick and Ivan got their line. Oh boy, Detail Groove. He has a line.
Jimbo.
Jimbo. Eddie and Jamie. It's not an uncommon thing. It's not an uncommon thing at all. So I don't know. And when someone says, "When I hit 1 million, I'm gonna put a line out," and he hits 1 million, he puts a line out, and then his best of comes out, and he thinks his is the best, and he say it. People are up in arms. People are like, "Oh, well, his credibility is." I don't know. I don't know, and you don't know either. That's part of it. A lot of people are gonna buy it just to see if the shit's any good. Just if it's better, if it's what he claims.
I could guarantee you right now that it's good.
I almost want to.
That is good. You know what?
I almost want to.
We gotta figure out.
But we get so
figure
many
out what we're
products.
low on, and then I'll get whatever he has to
Because we have a lot of products,
and not to see if it's good, because I know it's good, just to support him.
Yeah.
How about, and that's what it's for too.
Yeah.
If you don't like it, don't get it. If you want to support him, get it.
That is
Buy
the
it.
bottom line. And if you don't like his channel, don't follow him. If you don't like what he's saying, turn him off. We live in an amazing time where you can watch and do whatever you want on your own free time. You're in a handheld device.
You know
or on
what I don't
television,
like?
on demand. What?
I don't like this new hip hop. This trash. I even hate to call it hip hop. I hate this level. They turn on the radio.
Yeah.
You think I'm playing games? It's LeBron James. I hate all that junk. So what do I do?
Just don't listen to the
I
radio.
I don't turn the radio
does
on.
not come on. Yeah.
I don't put on the Spotify the Spotify hit list one.
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
I just stick to my 90s,
Yeah.
early 2000 joints, and 80s. That's it.
Oh.
Call me old. I don't care. I don't
Yeah.
listen to it.
Yeah.
And then you know what else I don't do? I don't go to no concerts. None of this new stuff. Won't find me there.
So if you don't like it, you don't have to mess with it. You don't have to support him. But if you do and you want to support him, and here's what Details has always done. We've always tried to people get a view of you, and maybe some people thought we were hurtful in the past or said things that we were just trying to bring some fun in. We apologize. But we're not trying to do anything like.
What's there to apologize for?
No,
There's
actually, I don't apologize.
Yeah.
I'm sorry that you're soft or whatever. but that wasn't the intent, is what I'm trying to say. my apology turned to an insult. That wasn't our intent ever, is what I'm trying to say. Like if there was something funny, we wanted to laugh about it. Like if it's blatantly funny. And all we're trying to do is show people doing things. That's it. We're not forcing them to do things. We're not making skits based off things that's not reality. We're just showing you what's going on. And we made mistakes in the past. Yeah, whatever. You know, like maybe we did things that were distasteful to some people. But when we're looking at people, we're not looking at people as we're looking at them as individuals, and we're looking at them how they conduct their business, you know, over everything else. Because that's our job. We consult, we give advice, we direct, we help people achieve their goals.
That and you put it on YouTube, you put it for people to see. It's there to be critiqued, whether you like it or not.
Yes.
And so we use those for reference points.
Yes.
To show people like this is what happens when you do this. This is what happens when you do that. You know what I mean? So like. It's important. YouTube is for information, and that's what we use it for.
Yeah, and some people just think that we're putting people on blast or stuff like that, but it's not that case. So when we look at somebody like Pan, we're looking at it for face value. We're not putting like our emotions in it. We're not being comparative in any way. Because we understand it's apples and oranges to what we do, or apples and oranges to what other guys are doing. So when people make certain comparisons, it's like, that's not even comparable. Like, how are you trying to compare those two things? Like, two completely different things. Like, my man over here is not talking about, like, concourse level work. He's talking about...
Right.
He's talking about washing his daily driver.
Right.
Like, what are we... Where is this conversation even? How is this killing the industry? There's always a place for all of it. No matter what spectrum you are. If you do, the ones who are really gonna win are the ones who's doing their fucking business good. Whether that be a chemical company, whether that be a detailer, it doesn't matter. Like what area, what part of the spectrum you lie upon. Because I'll tell you what, Clint Korea ain't tripping off of any of these other towel companies.
Ain't tripping off no Kirkland towel.
No, yeah. You heard me? Yeah. They're not, so I don't understand why some people who are at a certain level, and maybe people feel betrayed because Pan, maybe said one thing and then now he's saying.
Yeah, I'm sure that's what it is. I'm sure. And also too, it's like people are sitting back to get you with that gotcha moment. Oh, like, I'll see.
Yeah. I knew it.
I knew it.
Yeah. This is so it's.
Hey man, but that's what people want. That's what people want. That's what the people like, and that's what all the channels are about chemicals and the new line of chemical. Every time there's a new chemical. Me, I said it before. That shit bores the hell out of me. I don't get excited over that because to me everything is good. From where you started detailing to now, right? The levels that detailing products are at, everything.
That paired with technique.
Yes.
That paired with technique, it's almost there's a level. Like even us when we detail, we have the fleet. Bro, we have the fleet level, we have the daily driver level, and then we got a level that's above that. All I'm saying is, if you don't like something or you're threatened by it, then your ass probably needs to work a little harder. If Pan coming out with a line is a threat or the end of detailing here's the thing, it's not. These are just strong opinions by people that don't like Pan. That's all it is.
I don't say it's all about that.
Well, I said most of it.
I said
people don't. There's some people that people absolutely hate, and I'm like, why do you hate them so much? Like Luke Wilson. Luke, why are you hating on Luke? Like, if you know why they hate on Luke, because they don't understand what the fuck Luke is trying to do.
Oh, I know.
Luke is trying to get money.
Luke's getting that money.
Yes, and they don't get that. Have one conversation with Luke. He's gonna tell you. He's gonna break you off.
He's gonna go like this.
Some information about business, and most people won't even catch it. And all the people, it's like when we tell people to do things a certain way or to get certain products or whatever, because your technique over time outgrows certain things. And they may have the same equipment or they may be doing the same, and they don't get it.
Perfect example. When people say, hey, what do you guys do for, I don't even know, SEO? We don't fucking do that. You know what I mean? People are like, what do you guys do for SEO? What do you guys ranked? We ain't ranked. And they're like dumbfounded.
Oh yeah, well how are you busy then? How do you get your work?
Yeah. Never mind.
Yeah. It's over yeah. There's a lot of things that go over a lot of people's head. And I think that took a long time for for our channel to grow. But I think as our audience grows with us and develops, and like when, and I've said it before, when people watch other channels, there's a niche for everything. You know, everybody has their niche. We're in that phase where it's like, okay, I'm a detailer. Now what's the next step? Am I getting a shop, or I'm at my shop? How do I go from like shop level high end exotics to concourse work? How do I go to, or people may be like, okay, how do I go from doing just my family's car to becoming a pro? We're that transitional type of information that people, value going into the next level of their business, elevating them truly. So we respect those who we see go through that transition, and we know the steps they're taking, and we base the things that we like more off of that than it is like how they're doing it. It's like, well, how they're doing it is, good too, but we want to see how things are maneuvered. We want to see how they play out against things. We want to see how they progress and develop. Like, how do they handle the situation? You got hit with a little adversity. Let's see what goes on now. There's some stuff that people really got to deal with in business in general, like COVID. I said, okay, let's see what COVID does to these cats.
Yeah.
And I saw what it did. Some people did great. Some people did terrible.
That brings that great point. Like, because you see a lot of people during COVID, like, oh, COVID put us down. COVID put everybody down. Okay, like, I don't care about that. Yeah. I want to talk to the people that are still up and running.
Yes.
Those are the people that, what are you doing?
Yeah, they're interesting to me. I'm not worried about that.
I don't want to hear about these excuses.
Yeah.
I want to hear about the guys in the same that are still dominating, that made more money.
That made more money because there's less. Now the demand is higher.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're looking at half glass full, opposed to half glass empty. Right. You're looking at the and people that know that's when it's time to capitalize. That's when there's opportunity. Like, we're not sleeping on that. You think Pam put this out right before, right before Q4, for a reason? Yes, all that strategic. You know what I mean? Do you think he ironically put it out right before SEMA? You think he ironically put it out right before the biggest shopping season of the year? No, like, that's all strategic. Like, but most people are not seeing that.
You know what? Like, what's happening right now?
And I wouldn't be surprised if this happened. Let's just say this happened. And I wouldn't be mad at Pan for doing this. I wouldn't. If he does his annual top whatever every time on the same week, you know what I mean? Same week, first week of October or whatever. I don't know when it is. But let's say that was always the date for it. And through analytics, he knew, I got to release this on this date.
His shit is on lock.
Some's coming. He's making that video because he knows this day has been successful for whatever, blah, blah, blah. You follow that up. So he may have followed it up, but you think he's going to not include something he just invested a lot of time and money and thought and effort into for?
You know what's happening right now?
Of course he's going to include it.
You know what's happening right now? My man's over there watching, and they're like, oh, man, you right. Man, you right. Oh, man.
You know what? Yeah, I was hating a little bit.
I'm good now, man. Yeah. You right. So I'll go buy some right now.
Yeah, like, this is just, it's I don't know. Maybe we just come from a different place, but we want to see everybody do good. I like seeing dudes on the street corner hustling or whatever. If they're doing good, like the dudes at the mall cleaning the shoes, when they're doing it nice, I'm like, hey man, keep it up. Like, you just, because that makes me happy, because you're doing it. Like, they're finding ways to, whether they're charismatic, smart, quick with it, maybe they got good technique, or maybe they're just fly. Whatever it is, I want to see, like, I get enjoyment out of that. So I can see how people, on the other hand, don't like it, to see other people,
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
That's natural as breathing.
Just no, but haters, huh? Just haters. We say things that haters would say. We always do that when we're at work or something
They
like.
go,
"Man,
James
yeah.
over there always talking about money.
Yeah, like, even when we're out there, we
Oh,
like
my
on
bad.
Friday, like
my bad.
Aztec, always talking money. So when we're out there talking, we're like, well, oh wait, I bet you Roberto's gonna come and start talking about some money.
Shout out to Aztec.
Shout out to Aztec.
always
brother.
get money, always talking
Yes.
about money. Good for you, brother.
OG in the game, Hayward, California. I can't imagine being in pants shoes right now.
I can.
With
1 million subscribers. 1 million subscribers. He's doing real
Hey,
nice.
where shoes? He got their feet up. My man got their feet up. He's like, what shoes, Joel? He got the hush puppies on. Huh?
That's right.
He got the leather. He got the leather Louis Vuitton
That's
joint.
right, baby.
The little slippers in his Versace robe.
He ain't tripping. He ain't tripping one bit. Shout out to Pad, man.
Eating grapes.
That's right. Getting fed grapes. Man,
Get that money,
1
Pad.
million
Get that
subscribers.
money. Yeah, get that money.
1 million subscribers.
He's over there.
I ain't detailing shit with 1 million subscribers.
He's out there. He's counting his money. That's what it is.
That's right.
He's not worried about none of this. He's been counting money for the past few weeks.
Matter of fact, all the haters in the comment section, I will send them a personal
Yeah.
clean packet. There you go, Pippin. That's for you. That's what I would do. All them hateful comments.
He's like, express ship this one. Do the same day over the country, over the line, over the
That's
border.
right. That's right.
Hey man, Pan, keep getting that money.
Let's
Pan.
all get this money,
Let's
man.
all get this money, man. Like,
Man,
let's,
it's hot in here. Let's shut this one down.
All right, we'll catch
Sweating.
you guys on the next one. Peace.